What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be comparing all these handguns to this right here, the Stoeger STR Micro Compact. We'll also compare it a little bit to its bigger Stoeger brother, like its finish and stuff like that, nice upgrades they made to get into the more relevant concealed carry market, which I don't necessarily agree with. I carry Glock 26, CZP-10S, MMP-40C, small fat subcompacts, and they're just fine for me, but a lot of people want these micro 9s. So once again, the point of these videos is simply to compare the size. That is it. Yes, there's Handgun Hero and all this stuff out there, but they don't have every firearm, and on top of that, they maybe don't have the combination of firearms you're looking for. That is a great place. I always reference people, go look at Handgun Hero. You can compare sizes on there, but nothing compares sizes like actually seeing it this quick, right? In order to type in all those different models and stuff like that on that website, it'll take you a while. I'm going to go through it real quick with you guys. So it's like a real life Handgun Hero. Shout out to them because it's a genius website. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. I think Stoeger did an unreal job with this. So let's start with another Stoeger. Stoeger STR9 Subcompact. Now this is at least about $100 cheaper. And check this out, right? 10 plus 1 on the left, 13 plus 1 on the right with that larger mag. And with the flush mag, it would hold 11 plus 1. So you would see that it would actually beat its larger subcompact brother, but this can take all the larger Stoeger mags. Awesome comparison. Oh yeah, also look at the finish on the slides. Completely different finish. The finish is much nicer on the micro compact. Much nicer. IWI Masada Slim, 13 plus 1 as well. And it beats the Masada Slim just by a hair, basically. Length, it's a little bit thinner. Let's go Ruger Max 9 12 plus 1 versus 13 plus 1 on the right. Very comparable in capacity. A little bit longer than the Ruger. Barrels are very similar in length. Springfield Armory Hellcat 15 plus 1 setup. So as you can see, the Hellcat is the smallest handgun in 9mm with the most capacity. That's already been proven. So of course the Hellcat's going to win. But very comparable. But the little bit thicker slide on the Stoeger, in my opinion, really helps with its recoil control versus some of these other micro 9s out here. FN Reflex 15 plus 1. Stoeger 13 plus 1. Very comparable. The internet's favorite handgun, the Sig Sauer P365. 12 plus 1 on the left. 13 plus 1 on the right. Pretty comparable. Sig's a little smaller. Glock 43X, we already know that the Stoeger will be beating that out because that's 10 round mags with the OEM mags. And the Stoeger has 13 round OEM mags. Very comparable in overall length. Let's do something like my Glock 26, 13 plus 1 versus 13 plus 1 on the right. Once again, 12 plus 1 on the left, 13 plus 1 on the right. Once again, the Glock 26 with some of these base plates will always win. I've proved that in many videos. Glock 43, 7 plus 1 versus Stoeger, 13 plus 1. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Pretty unbelievable. New SD9 2.0 from Smith & Wesson, 16 plus 1 on the left, 13 plus 1 on the right. Pretty comparable when it comes down to capacity, but obviously it's a much larger footprint with every dimension is going to be bigger. MMP-40C, 10 plus 1 of 40 on the left. Wow, look how thick that MMP-40C is. That's crazy. 13 plus 1 on the right. Pretty cool comparison. Ruger LCP Max, 10 plus 1 of 380 versus 13 plus 1 on the right. Like I said, that Max, LCP Max, is a unicorn. It really is a unicorn. Unbelievable. We'll do another pocket pistol right here, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. This is a 6 plus 1 setup, even with that pinky extension. 12 plus 1 on the right. Pretty crazy. Some of these pistols are just so small and shootable. You just got to train with them. Diamondback DB9 Gen 4. This is going to be a 6 plus 1 of 9mm, also a pocket pistol. Just a little bit bigger than your average pocket pistol. 12 plus 1 and 9 on the right. I mean, I'm really liking, if you notice how big that first finger groove is, it's huge. They learned from Glock, not making them for the average hand, but for every hand. And that just locks your finger in. Boom, boom. Feels really good and natural in the hand. Good 2.5 fingers on that firearm. It's going nowhere because of that texturing is just... I got to keep mentioning the texturing. That is probably one of the best parts about the handgun. The stippling from the factory mixed with these little like patches right here feel really good. I mean, it's a joy to hold. It really is. Also, those serrations look awesome, but on top of that, they function really, really well. Just thought I'd show you guys a little close up. Beautiful handgun. I think it looks really nice. Right here, we got a Mossberg MC2SC. That's 11+1 with that flush mag versus 13+1. Pretty comparable. Very comparable. Love the Mossberg MC2SC. Let's go Springfield Armory XDM Elite. That's 13+1, so a very cool comparison because same capacity. And of course, that Stoeger is winning, but of course the XDM overall reliability, being built like a tank, and overall heaviness of that slide, it's a dream to shoot. Completely different class of firearms. But CSX from Smith & Wesson, 12+1 versus 13+1. CSX beats a lot of stuff out. Very comparable. Pretty dang comparable. Shield Plus. You got to remember though, this is 13+1 using a Mag Guts kit. It's thinner. About same in length. Obviously that front base plate comes out a little bit more on the Shield Plus in the front, but in the back that grip goes up. Very comparable. Very, very comparable. But the ergonomic difference is just, whew, it's that big of a difference. I like this better than my Hellcat, my P365s. Canik Meta MC9, that's going to be 12+1 versus 13+1 on the right. Very comparable. Huh. Very comparable. CZP-10M, 6+1, or sorry, 7+1 a 9mm. Sorry about that grip job. It ripped off while shooting at the range because I did my own and I failed. Anyways, 13+1 on the right, 7+1 on the left. Just destroys the CZ. Here's the Springfield Armory XD9 Subcompact, one of my favorite handguns, one of my most reliable handguns. Love this thing. 13+1 once again. Pretty dang comparable. Obviously though, the XD, like the XDM, it's a dream to shoot. Has a really heavy slide, but man, do I love this thing. Feels pretty dang good in the hand, I'm not even gonna lie. I love my XD. It's going nowhere. CZP-10S. Now this right here is 12+1 with that flush mag versus 13+1. Stoeger is obviously skinnier in a lot of these battles. Dang. I did notice though, like I was saying, is the overall height of the slide seems to be a little bit bigger than a lot of these other Micro 9s. Not the Canik Meta MC9, but some of the others, and I think that really helps with its shootability. This thing feels really good. And I only have 50 rounds through the Stoeger so far, so not a whole, not a big, test so far, but we're going to go ahead and run it through its paces. Glock 19, 15 rounds. We're going to put it through some crap because I really want to make sure that this is a reliable handgun. Dang. Glock 19 versus Stoeger STR9 Micro Compact. Honestly, I really like what Stoeger's doing. I think they're making a great product. I just think they're a lot more well known for their shotguns, and their pistols just need the right attention put on them. And I think this is a great offering. You can tell, what I really like about them is, you can tell from their Stoeger STR series, the full size, the compact, and the subcompact, they've made big strides in differences. Overall quality has gone up. Texturing up. Putting a rail on it. Memory pads. Some of your favorite companies don't even do that. SIG P365s, no memory pads. Not a big deal, but I do like them. Like I said, everything about this handgun is better than the previous Stoeger STR line models. I absolutely love this thing. Holster compatibility may be your only option, or the only negative part about this handgun. It's going to be hard to find options for a while. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.